Do you know how you can install a Wildcard SSL certificate for your domain absolutely free? Yes, you heard me right. I told absolutely free Wildcard SSL certificate. Free unlimited Wildcard SSL certificate for your website and all its subdomain. Whether you are running a blog, a business, or even a multiple projects, securing your websites has been never been easier, but it is kind of more of exciting. And here is the best part. With SSL for web, you can generate an unlimited SSL certificate. Not just your domain, but also for the every subdomain. Wildcard SSL? Yes, you got it in the SSL for web. Standard SSL? Of course you got it in the SSL for web. All of this at one place, completely free, thanks to the amazing folks at ServerAvatar. So let me show you how easy it is. So our first step is to visit sslforweb.com. Here we have to first create an account. If you didn't create an account, you can click on a get free SSL and here you can generate or create your account. Register with a SSL for web. Okay, if you are the existing user, yes, you can log in. I am the existing user, so I will log in into this. Yes, here you can see the SSL for web dashboard. Here you can monitor all the active SSL, expired SSL, total SSL, and what will be the expire in the last 7 days. So you have the every record, everything at a one place, so you do not have to worry about all these things. That you also have the 30-day chart of a SSL. So here you can check that SSL generated and SSL expired. You can also monitor it from here. Okay, now let's move into the how we can generate a wildcard SSL certificate. That is my main motive, my main purpose. Okay, I will go to the creator SSL. Here I have to enter the domain name. Okay, I have, for example, I have one domain called a cloudbase.fun. Now I want to generate a wildcard SSL for cloudbase.fun. Okay, so I will enter a cloudbase.fun. Okay, but we want to generate a wildcard certificate, wildcard SSL certificate. So for the wildcard, here you can see that use a asterisk before domain, that is the asterisk.example.com. So I want to generate for the cloudbase.fun SSL web SSL certificate, that is for the wildcard certificate. So I will enter as a asterisk.cloudbase.fun. Okay. Next we have a verification type. When you want to generate a wildcard SSL certificate, at that time your verification type will be by default DNS. Here if you will try to change, it won't change because it will be by default DNS. Here accept a let's encrypt essay, that is the policies you have to accept. Okay, I will accept and click on a create. Once you will create, it will take a moment to creating your certificate. So first we have to verify that the domain is mine, that you are not using any other domains and you are not generating the certificate for any another domains. That is the domain you can generate the SSL for which have been owned by you. Okay, so first is log into your domain host, go to the DNS record settings and create a new TXT record. In the name, host alias will enter the TXT record from the below table, for example, Acme Challenge. Okay, so let's do it. So I have the domain host as a Cloudflare. So my domain is connected with a Cloudflare. I manage my domain from the Cloudflare. So I will open a Cloudflare and we will check there. So I will go to the Cloudflare. This is my Cloudflare. I have the cloudbase.fun as my domain. So I will go into the cloudbase.fun. In Cloudflare, you can see the options for the DNS. You can go to the DNS. Here you will able to see all the DNS records. So we will add a TXT record as a new record. So we are going to click add a record and we have to add a name. Sorry, we have to select first a type. In a type, we will find out the TXT. Oh, once you will select a TXT, you have to enter name and content. So where do we get this name and content? To get the name, here you can see that this is the TXT record. Okay, So we are gonna copy this. This is txt record domain. Txt record will be the our name, and the value is gonna our content. So we are gonna copy and paste this. Okay, then we are gonna click on save. So it will automatically add our DNS record for the txt type, that is for the DNS, to verify that it is belongs to the user, those who are generating the certificate. So we are gonna click on a check. Yes, once it has been a green, you will be find out that it is a verify that it belongs to you. So once we have checked that the domain, then we will validate a domain. Okay, so it will validate our domain. So let's wait for the few seconds. After that, it will be able to generate the SSL certificate for the our wildcard SSL certificate. Yes. Here you can see that our SSL certificate has been generated successfully. Here you can check all the details like expire date, expire in how many days, issued by whom, issued on, valid certificate has expired. Everything you will be able to check here. Here you can see the primary domain. This is the we have generated this SSL certificate for the wildcard. So here we can see the asterisk. Okay, then we have got a certificate, private key, and CA bundle. So you can download these keys. So this is how easy it is to generate the Wildcard SSL certificate in a free with SSL for web by ServerAvatar. Okay, now with the SSL for web, you can generate the Wildcard SSL certificate, subdomain SSL certificate, and domain name SSL certificate in free. Right now, we have created the Wildcard SSL certificate for my domain cloudbase.fun. Okay, so now let's try to use this certificate and try to host an application. So I am gonna host an application with a server avatar. So first visit a serveravatar.com. If you are the new user, please click on a get started and register yourself. If you are the existing user, click on a login. So here our first step is to connect a server. If you didn't connect a server with a server avatar till now, and if you don't have any idea, you can watch my video that I have given link in a description. So with that, you can know how you can connect a server with a server avatar. I have already connected a server with a server avatar, so I am gonna move with that server. So click on a server, and here we have the application. So we are gonna create a demo application that will be so that our SSL for web certificate has been working or not. So we are gonna give it as SSL for web demo. Okay, I have the domain name right now. That is the cloudbase.fun. Now I want to use a subdomain because I want to check the wildcard SSL certificate is working or not. So I will give the subdomain as SSL for web. Okay. Now here you have the options to also add a www version of the domain. I will allow this, and okay, we have to select a method. In select a method, I want to host a WordPress application. Here we have to give the title, that is a SSL for web. We have to select a language. You can select a your preferred language, and we have to select the time zone. So I am gonna select Asia and Kolkata as my time zone, and the username. Username will be the Dharmil. Okay, and email I will enter dharmil@gmail.com. Okay, then I will generate the password, and the database server will be my current server, and the database name will be the SSL for web. Okay, now we are gonna click on a create a application. Here you can see that our application has been successfully created. But here our still one step is remaining. That we have added the primary domain as a SSL for web.cloudbase.fun. But did we add a DNS record with our DSM management tool? No, still we didn't add any DSA record. So we will add a SSL for web a record in a DNS management tool, that is the Cloudflare currently I am using. I will add a record, and I will select a type as a, and I will give a name as a SSL for web, and I have to enter the IP address. That will be the I have the IP address, and I will paste it down here. I'll stop this proxy and I will gonna save this. So it will be pointing this domain, this subdomain to my server. Okay, that has been done. Now let's try to install the SSL certificate. To install the SSL certificate, go to the SSL certificate and here go to the custom installation. You have the automatic installation option and the custom installation option both. But we have generated the SSL certificate, wildcard SSL certificate. We want to try this. So we are gonna go with the custom installation. Once you will click on a custom installation, here you have to enter a SSL certificate, private key and a chain file. Okay. So first we are gonna select a certificate. Make sure while you are selecting the certificate or private key or CA bundle, you will select it properly. If any extra space would be there, you need to remove. Okay, we are going to copy and just paste this. Again, we are going to copy the private key and we are going to paste it again into the server avatar. Okay, here in a private key, we are going to paste it. In a chain file, we have to add a CA bundle as well as certificate both into the chain file. So we are going to select a CA bundle. We are going to copy first a CA bundle. First, we need to add a CA bundle. Okay. We will add a CA bundle and enter. And we are going to add a certificate. I will copy this certificate and I will again paste it down into the chain file. Okay. Now I have pasted all the SSL certificate, private key and chain file, all three. Okay, then I will click on install a SSL certificate. So it will take around a 15 to 20 seconds to install a certificate with the SSL key, private key and the chain file you have provided. So here you can see that our installation has been completed. SSL certificate has been installed successfully. Now you can force a HTTP to HTTPS. So it has been forced to HTTP to HTTPS redirection is now enabled. Okay, now let's check by visiting the primary domain that our SSL certificate has been installed or not, that it is working or not. So we are going to click on primary domain. So here you can see that our SSL certificate has been successfully installed on our application, because here it is opening with HTTPS and it is not showing the not secure. So this is how easy it is to generate the SSL certificate and use the SSL certificate with a server avatar from SSL for web. So if you like this video, you can like, comment, subscribe, and please do not forget to press the bell icon button to get more updated video like this. Thank you.